In today's episode, we'll be showing you how to create Russian almond fantasy French nails, but in a slightly different version.
Hi, I'm Connie, and this is a channel dedicated to the art of nail styling. Today's episode is all about Russian almond construction French nails, so a bit avant-garde, but let's get started.
To dehydrate the natural nail plate, we'll use purple cleaner and apply acid-free primer. We'll use Take Your Time gel as a base, to build the frame and to build the whole nail. We'll build the French with Easy Shape cover gel and the tip with Arbor Brilliante Glam Plum and Igloo White cream building gel. Nail polishes, Ho 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 and Miss Claus. Effect base, Glamamia nail powders, Super Copper and Chill Pill. To achieve a shiny finish, we'll use Tip Top, and we'll work on the cuticles with bit number 1 and push them back with a cuticle pusher before applying Tip Top. We'll extend the nails with nail forms, and we'll use scissors number 3 to cut them out. We'll apply the gel with a 2-in-1 brush in a size 6. We'll paint the side wall with the Master Nail Art 006 brush and use our Master Nail Art 007 brush to create the light line. We'll use the slim 100 to 180 file to work on the natural plate and the surface of the extended nail. After that, bit number 3 to even out the wings of the tip. To create the fantasy tip, we'll use a dotting tool and cling film. To remove the nail powders, we'll use our cupcake brush in pastel blue, and to remove the nail dust, we'll use cupcake brush in pastel pink. Before we start working, we'll disinfect our hands, put on disposable gloves, and disinfect our client's hands. We've already prepped our epithelium with bit number 9. We'll use a 100 to 180 file to make the free edge of the natural plate as short as possible and create a rounded shape. Then we'll buff the nail plate with a 180 file, avoiding filing twice in the same area. Remember to keep it gentle without using any force. The nail has to be free from any shiny areas. We clean off the nail dust with cupcake brush, and we work with bit number 1 on the cuticles. We place the E-file at an angle clockwise, back and forth, and push the cuticles back. We then clean the calloused cuticles at the nail fold and underneath the fingertip with the central area of the bit barrel. We clean off the nail dust with the cupcake brush. We dehydrate the nail with purple cleaner that removes the moisture from the nail plate.
If our client has problems with air pockets and we notice that once we apply purple cleaner, the product evaporates at a slower rate, it means that we need to wipe the nails quite a few times and apply acid primer. It is stronger than acid-free primer, and it works mechanically, opening up the nail pores and makes the applied products more durable, especially on a problematic nail plate.
We apply acid-free primer as if we were applying a regular nail polish. We then use Take Your Time gel as our base and use the 2-in-1 brush number 6 to rub in a small amount into the nail plate so that the buffing grooves are still visible. We cure it in the multi-LED lamp for 30 seconds. We then place the form of our Russian almond in such a way that the tip of the free edge of the extension is at the level of the apex of the extension. We cut through the upper perforation with scissors. Our stylist uses scissors number 3 for cuticles that she no longer uses for that purpose. Next, we place the form slightly upwards, and we can see that the form should be adjusted as it doesn't adhere that well to the natural plate. In this case, we make the central part deeper, using the auxiliary lines for guidance. We then grab it with 2 fingers, clamp the sides evenly, release the air from under the form, and clamp the form along the whole length. We extend the nail up to size 6, keep the size of the form in place, and close it at a number 2 size further than the desired length, that is, at a size 8. We create the frame with Take Your Time gel. Picking up a ball of gel, we place it on the stress point and spread it from one side to the other. Then we spread it towards the desired length. We create the so-called frame of a painting. We cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. Next, we pick up a small amount of Easy Shape cover gel to create our slip layer. We apply it only to the natural nail. We mark the length of the bed of the nail from the bottom towards the natural nail. Then we pick up a larger amount and build the egg-shaped part of the French manicure. We place it in the area of the apex. In a pulsing movement, we spread the product towards the cuticles and down. We pick up another ball of product and push it into the places where we finished. Then we create the walls at the end of the egg-shaped part. We try to spread the product very evenly along the wall. Now before curing it, we wipe the egg-shaped part with the square side of the brush and cure for 60 seconds. Then we wipe the frame and the egg-shaped part of the French manicure with wipe-off cleaner. We remove the excess product from the egg-shaped part with a slim 100 file. We file parallel to the surface, reducing its thickness. Then clean up the nail dust using the cupcake brush. We place the file at a right angle towards the bed, file the wall and create the desired shape. Then move on to the sides. Make sure to keep the file at a delicate angle so that the French wings are even. A pro tip: if it's difficult for us to file the wall, we can use a thin bit, for example the number 3 or an even thinner one, to file the side wall of the egg-shaped part. We place Art Brillante gel in Glam Plum, Miss Claus and Ho 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 on the nail art palette. Using our Nail Art Master 006 to pick up a larger amount of Glam Plum and paint the sides of the egg-shaped part, we spread it evenly up to the tip wings. Then we spread the product slightly down onto the frame. We don't want to focus so much on blending it out, as we will add some colour in a moment. We then pick up some of Miss Claus with Aquarelle Sting, apply some below the previously blended colour and combine them together. Below, we delicately blend the Miss Claus gel polish and we apply the Ho 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 gel polish onto the tip of the nail and blend it with the colour above. If there's not enough colour in some places, we can add the product and reach the spots that lack it. Cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. We'll build the tip up with Igloo White Cream Gel. Picking up a larger amount, apply it halfway up the glittery area of the tip. Spread it in one direction, pushing it to the wing, and then do the same on the other side. We reach the wall of the egg-shaped part. To achieve the effect we want, we need a piece of cling film. We shear some off and place it on the nail, grabbing it from underneath with our fingers. Using the dotting tool to push the gel in some places, creating recesses, we cure in the lamp for 3 seconds.
We do not exceed the curing time, as the foil may stick to the gel too strongly and we won't be able to remove it.
We remove our cling film and cure the nail in the lamp for 30 seconds. On our nail art palette, we place a drop of Effect Base. Using the Aquarelle Sting brush, we pick up only a slight bit of the product and rub it into the recesses that we created using the cling film. A very thin layer will be enough. Then, cure for 30 seconds.
Igloo White Cream is a gel for the construction French manicure. It's brilliant. It has a dense and gently self-leveling texture. Its dispersion layer is too gentle to make up 100% of our work in case of a construction French manicure that we'll be doing in a moment. That's why we'll be helping ourselves with an additional layer of effect base. As a result, if we wanted to place any nail powders and effects on the nail, they would easily stay in place.
We'll use a soft makeup brush to rub in our nail powders. The soft bristles will allow to reach every part of the recesses. We pick up the Emilia Chill Pill nail powder, brush off any excess, rub it in thoroughly and pat in the powder into the recesses. We leave some space for the next powder. Using the same brush, but cleaned, to pick up the Emilia Super Copper nail powder. Brush off any excess against the walls of the container and pat it in from the end of the nail, shading towards the top. Then we blend it with Chill Pill. We use our cupcake brush to remove any excess of powders.
Do remember, it's very important to use different brushes for nail powders and nail dust. Otherwise, it always ends very badly. As you just saw, we used a blue cupcake for dust and a pink one for powders. There's also a lovely mint shade. All three get the job done, and I hope they'll become your favorite powder and dust brushes.
We pick up a ball of Take Your Time gel and spread it from the cuticles down up until the end of the egg-shaped part. We place the product so we don't have to add another portion in the same area. Then pick up another ball of gel to build the French tip. We spread the gel towards the free edge of the extension. Make sure to avoid rubbing the powders so that the particles stay in their original place. We cure it all in the lamp for 60 seconds. Wipe off the dispersion layer with Wipe Off Cleaner and peel off the sides and take off the form. Then using the 100 to 180 file, first our 100 side, we file the shape. We keep the file perpendicular to the nail and file the side walls. Then we create the shape, looking straight to see an almond shape from the top. With such a length, we make sure to hold both sides down with our fingers. We move to filing the side edges, at one side and then on the other. We file the free edge at a 45-degree angle. Then using a 180 file to file the gel at the cuticles gently around the nail fold. Next, applying pressure onto the file, but without detaching it from the surface of the nail, moving up and down from one side to the other, we work on the apex and the hairline. The Russian almond should run straight from the apex to the free edge, and the edge of the free edge should be parallel to the edge of the natural nail. Before applying the top coat to the nail, we push the cuticles back using our cuticle pusher. Gently back to reach under the cuticles with the top coat. We apply some shine to the nail with Tip Top. We apply a thin layer, first to the whole nail and then delicately push it from the apex to the cuticles. Next, even out the light line with long continuous movements using our Master Nail Art 007 brush. Cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. And it's ready! This is what a Russian almond fantasy French nail looks like.
And that's the end of our episode for today. Let us know in the comments and let us know if you're familiar with Igloo Cream. It's a bit of an oldie, but still very deserving to use. It's worth recommending and it's worth getting to know, especially if you haven't used it before, because when the time comes for a construction French manicure, it'll be your best friend. I'll see you next time. Bye.